Okay, you guys, I just showed you everything that I put in my dressing. So what we're gonna get ready to do now is put everything together. Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take my cornbread. This is 1 box of Jiffy cornbread. Now you can do yours homemade, however you choose to do it, but this is 1 box of Jiffy. I'm not making a large pan. I'm just gonna make a small pan of it. Okay. And at this point, I'm just gonna take my spoon. I'm gonna chop this up real good. Okay. So let me get this chopped up good. I don't want to make this video too long. I'm gonna chop my cornbread up like I want it. I'll bring you guys back when I get ready to add the next ingredient. Okay, you guys, and I'm back. So I had to end up taking the glove, putting on the glove, and making sure that I didn't have any big chunks of cornbread. And I have it crumbled up the way that I want it. Of course, when I get ready to add the chicken broth in, it's going to help soften it up. And throughout us mixing everything together, then it'll get broken up, okay? So right now I'm going to add some of this. I'm not measuring anything, so I'm just going to eyeball it. And that's about a half a bag. That's just added in there. Okay, so each time you add an ingredient in, just mix everything up together. But this is how I do mine. Now some people use breadcrumbs. If you choose to do that, then you know that's what you do. Make it your own. I'm just showing you guys how I do mine. Okay, we got our bread mixture here. Big chunks of that in there. We got that mixed in there good. And the next thing I'm going to add in is this is 1 bell pepper, 1 onion, and 2 stalks of celery that I chopped up in my food processor, and I sauteed it in butter just to help it go ahead and get a head start on cooking, because you don't want anything crunchy in your dressing. At least I don't, or we don't. So this is what I'm adding in now. Let's see. Okay, we got that in. Got our cornbread mixture. Let's fold everything in. It smells good already, y'all. And I also forgot to show you guys that I will be adding in some poultry seasoning, as well as a little sage. And you add that into your liking. Some people, like more sage than poultry, so you'll taste it and see what you like. I mean, get it to your taste. Okay, so we got that in there. This is 3 turkey wings that I boiled. I cut an onion up on it as it was boiling. I put a little bit of poultry and sage seasoning in the water just so it have a little flavor. And I chopped it up with my knife, with my kitchen shears. Okay, I'm gonna add that in. Okay, let's fold that in. Just want to make sure you twist, add everything in it as you add it. Mix it up so that way everything will be cooperated together. Everything mixed up together good. Okay. Alright, and the next thing I'm going to add in, this is just a few pieces of gizzards that I cooked and I chopped up in my food processor. Okay, I'm going to add that in. Okay, let's give that a little twist. Okay, now what I'm getting ready to do now is add in a little bit of my broth from when I boiled my turkey wings. That's the juice I'm going to use, and if I run out of juice, I don't think I will, I'll add in some chicken broth. Okay, so let's add in our broth. And then, let me tell you guys this now. And when you add it in, just remember that as you bake this chicken, as you bake the dressing, it is going to dry out. So you don't want no dry dressing. Make sure you have it nice and moist. I'll show you the consistency that I like to have mine at in just a second. I do know I'll have to add a little bit more of that broth. Now, what I'm going to do now is add in my can of, what is this? My cream of chicken. I'm getting ready to add that in. Let me get some of it up. I'll take that can. And like I said, I'm just making a small pan, so I don't think I'm going to need 2 cans of chicken, cream of chicken. I think this 1 can should do it. This is just going to add a little more moisture to your dressing. Make sure you get all that out of there. All that good stuff. Leave nothing behind. Now I'm getting ready to take my spoon, just mix it up like this. Add my eggs in. Some people don't put eggs, some people put raw eggs in their dressing. I like mine cooked and chopped up just like this. And we're going to add a little more broth to this because I know I'm going to need it. There. Let's see how this does. Let's get some good dressing. Good dressing. I promise you. I just had a taste for dressing. You don't have to always wait till the holidays to prepare this. You know, whenever you have a taste for it, just get a thing you need, fix it up, and bake it. Now, everybody do different with their dressing. I'm just showing you guys how I do mine. So let me get some poultry and sage. Now when you get ready to add in this poultry and the sage seasoning, just start out with a little bit at a time. And if you taste it and see you want a little more, add a little more. But don't overdo it to start with, because once you put it in there, you cannot take it out. This is poultry seasoning here. Okay. Let's mix this up, y'all. See? Salt in here. Gotta get my salt. Now see, this is good here. I could stop here and just bake it, but I think I may add just a little bit more broth in here. Just a little bit more. Just a little more. That should do it. Because like I said, once you get ready to bake it, it is going to dry out. It's going to dry out a lot, so you want to make sure when it dry out that it's still moist and that it's not dry. Mixed in good, because now I'm getting ready to taste it, and pretty much everything is done. Everything is already done. I'm just gonna bake it so everything can just come together. So I'm gonna taste a little bit of this and see what I need to add. I know I haven't put the salt in yet. Okay, and that got a good flavor. Very good flavor. So I'm gonna add some salt because it needs a little salt. pepper in here as well. Where's my black pepper? Alright. Okay. Now I can taste the poultry seasoning. I can taste the sage. It's not overpowering. It's got a good nice amount to it, nice and flavorful. So taste it one more time and see if I need to add some more salt. And then it's already got a good flavor to it, y'all. That's going to do it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is get my pan ready. I have my oven preheated to a 350. I'm going to bake it until I brown it on top, and I'll bring you guys back when it's finished. See you guys back in just a second. Okay, you guys, and I'm back. So I have my dressing and my baking dish that I'm going to bake it in, and I just wanted to show you guys that I have made so much that I was able to bag a whole bag of it. And what I'm going to do is freeze this. So it's already made, and in the future, if I want some dressing, all I got to do is pull it out of the freezer, unthaw it, and bake it. Okay, so this is what it looks like inside of the baking dish. I have my oven on 375. I'm getting ready to put it in the oven, let it bake for about 30 minutes, 35 minutes until it's golden brown on top. And once that's done, I'll bring you guys back and I'll let you see what it looks like. See you guys back in just a second.